So I've actually been receiving a lot of support on yesterday's videos, so I thought clearly people are enjoying seeing these operating system review videos, and I figured I'd do another one. So there's this quite well known but quite ridiculous operating system called Hannah Montana Linux. It released in 2008, and the most recent update for it was actually in 2009. I found this description for it, although it's not official. It says Hannah Montana Linux, a live Linux distribution based on Kubuntu with a Hannah Montana theme. It has been created to, quote, attract young users to Linux, unquote. And I've heard a lot of things about this operating system, but I've never actually tried it myself, so I'm very excited to try it out in this video. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're back on the Virt Manager. As you know, this is the software I'm going to be using to manage virtual machines. So let's just create a quick virtual machine for Hannah Montana Linux. I wonder if there's an Ubuntu, because I believe this is based on Ubuntu. I wonder which one of these is closest to 2009. Let's just check that. Okay, so apparently Ubuntu 16.04 was 2016, which already means it's about 7 years, arguably 8 years if we consider the 2008 release. Let's just say Ubuntu 16.04. Here, we will give it 4 gigabytes and perhaps 4 cores. For the disk image, I mean, considering we are installing an actual Linux distro, let's say 50 gigabytes. Right, so we're now on the actual install menu. It's good to see that it has one. Right, I'm surprised that it supports Esperanto, but that's kind of not relevant. Let's put it let's put it in English. Install Hannah Montana Linux. Oh, okay. I don't know what I did, but it came up. It was just on a black screen for a little while, and I somehow managed to get the text up. So, welcome, ready to install. Once you answer a few questions, the contents of the live CD can be installed. Yeah, I get it. I've installed Linux before. Okay, now how do you want to partition the disk? And my god, this is probably some of the ugliest UI I have ever seen. What is your name? Tyramid. Password will say 123. And we'll just log in automatically because actually no, let's require a password to log in, just so that we can see the login screen, because I think it might be interesting. Use a weak password. Yeah, continue. If someone steals my computer and the first thing they go for is Hannah Montana OS on my virtual machine, to be honest, I'm not that worried. Alright, so it's creating it. Oh, and look, it's so old, it's ext3. It's not even an ext4 file system. ext4 is the file system that is used on pretty much all modern Linux installations by default. There's some others like B-tree-fs or like XFS and so on, but yeah, this is so old it still uses ext3, so that's very interesting. And wow, would you look at this? This is quite possibly the most glorious boot menu I have ever seen in my life. I am so happy that I did not turn automatic login on. Okay, what's this? I don't know what that was. I clicked it and it went away. Okay, so after waiting for a few seconds. Wow, would you listen to that? And the status bar, the bottom bar, isn't even. It doesn't even take up the full screen. I think they did not account for 16:9 when they made this operating system. So file manager, web browser is Konqueror. Okay. Oh look, and it's like it's a Hannah Montana themed like mod for Konqueror. There's an instant messenger called Kopete. Audio player. Are there any Hannah Montana songs? List of some high quality radio streams. Let's look at this bass drive, drum and bass. I'm trying to put up Fused Funk Advent Show Week 1 with Jason Magin on Amarok 2. Yeah, I think maybe this is like a dead stream or something. Oh, you can like change the you can change the sampling method used for like for which songs to shuffle. That's pretty cool. I wish more modern music players had features like that. That would be pretty good. Let's see what other programs there are. Okay, applications. So, I mean, that's interesting. It actually comes with a BitTorrent client. I haven't really seen many operating systems that come with a BitTorrent client. Usually you'd have to install one yourself, so I guess that's interesting. An IRC client. It makes sense because it was 2008/9. So, again, that's not surprising, although on a modern operating system you will scarcely ever find a pre-installed IRC client. What are all these icons? Oh, I see. So instead of the status bar, you can just show this dashboard. These are just the virtual desktops. To be honest, I don't really use KDE, but I know these are just the virtual desktops. So generally on Linux, it's good practice before you really do anything with your newly installed operating system to update all the packages. So let's see, can this even update the packages, or will that just kill it? I'm very curious to see that. So let's I accidentally just entered my real password. Okay. So let's do apt-get update, because that's really what we wanted to do. So it turns out I assume a lot of this is just so old that it doesn't have the right IPs anymore. Or maybe, is it connected to the internet at least? So it is connected to the internet. I mean, I guess we could have expected that. No, that's true, because it didn't really update properly. Let's try again. This version of Linux is so old that you can't even really upgrade it. So all the hosts with the files that we're trying to download clearly have not been up for a very long time. Okay, one other thing I was thinking of is perhaps we can go to the settings and we can see if there are any Hannah Montana themed settings. Widget style Oxygen, CDE. Let's keep it on this. That looks really old. I guess that kind of fits the theme of this whole video. Colors, right? So hopefully we can change the god awful theme that we have right now. So that's actually called Hannah Montana, right? So the developers of this operating system did actually create a custom color theme for like the color theme libraries for like GTK and the Qt, I believe, called Hannah Montana, and that is the default one. That obviously looks a lot better, but if we wanted something that looks good, we wouldn't have installed Hannah Montana OS to begin with. Now, there's sort of one other thing I wanted to see in this operating system that really intrigued me. I think there should be multiple wallpapers, like multiple desktop wallpapers. So let's try to pull that up and see if it's true. Can you even change the wallpaper in this? Appearance settings. Oh, look, image Hannah Montana 3. That implies, yes, that's right. There are multiple. That's boring. That's the normal one. Look, there are multiple different Hannah Montana Linux wallpapers that we can use, and this is absolutely glorious. Yeah, whoever they commissioned to make this art was really not putting in their best that day. I have to say that is pretty laughable. Okay, Hannah Montana 4. Let's look at this. I have to say, I've actually never seen anything about Hannah Montana. I gotta be real. I never watched it. But in preparation for this video, I did look up a few plot synopses. So I can say I believe this is Miley Stewart / Hannah Montana, the character played by Miley Cyrus. Artswallpapers.com not for sale. Wow. So they literally just took a picture from Hannah Montana and just put a watermark over it, and then these people decided to actually use it in their operating system. That is legendary. That's so good. No matter how much fun we've had with Hannah Montana Linux, all good things must come to an end. So let's see if we can destroy this. Let's see if we can destroy this installation. rm-rf-node-reserve-root/ and we'll try this and wish the computer luck, because it's gonna need it. Oh my god, it just removed a bunch of stuff. Is there LS? Do we have? We don't even have LS anymore. That's so good. We have nothing on the system anymore. We just deleted everything. In fact, I should not even. Yeah, I can't. No, Hannah Montana. No, we can't even open anything up. Everything is VPN connections. There's a VPN connections feature built into the operating system. That's crazy. So I don't really have any good way to restart the system from within. So I'm actually just going to force off the virtual machine. I'm actually just going to shut down the virtual machine, and we'll try to boot it up and see whether Hannah Montana Linux can survive this devastating blow. Booting from hard disk, alright, so Grub is still on the boot sector, but error 15. So as you can see, Grub error 15 is file not found. So I can report that we have successfully destroyed, we have successfully killed Hannah Montana Linux. So really that's pretty much it for this video. Once again, if you enjoyed watching it, please leave a like, subscribe, maybe. I do plan to make more operating system reviews in this vein in the future. But as for Hannah Montana Linux, I don't know if I like this one more or less than Osaka OS. Obviously Osaka OS was built sort of from the ground up. It was really from scratch. And it was really fresh in that regard, but this is just a Linux distro. Still, the sort of unconventional theming and the design nature of it does appeal to me. But yeah, that'll be all. Thanks for watching.